I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott. Took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC Wildcard matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now Keenum throwing on second. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a 1st down throw. Keenum to Mixon on the check down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's a give to Mixon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Keenum now on second down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Blue 30. Snickers, 66.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Brandon, that's a tough guy right there. He knew that was going to happen. In other words, of how to absorb that hit. How about him securing the football, churning the legs a little bit, and gaining what he needed for a 1st down?
Well, that's the deal. On 3rd down, these guys, they know where the sticks are. He obviously knew right there.
And if you want to be a dependable 3rd down receiver, you've got to be willing to absorb those types of hits and make those sort of plays.
Bell finds a seam inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. Fights loose. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The former 1st-round pick Shane Ray in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Roethlisberger will throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. sack back at the 38. Shaquille Barrett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Keenum now on 1st down. Sanders has it over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. Over the middle, it's Thomas. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And the pitch goes to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Working from the gun, Keenum. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. They'll give it to Mixon, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there, taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Broncos will add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, here's Keenum. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. A shotgun snap for Keenum. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. On is the punter, King, to send it away. Now Brown. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change that momentum?
That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Open man is Switzer complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand the bell. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. So the Broncos coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw on second down is Keenum. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So we're at halftime of this. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky air.
Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but there's stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. first and 10. Keenum. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Keenum. He's got a man. It's Williams. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Keenum on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bud Dupree coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Keenum. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, it's Keenum. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Keenum throwing on 2nd. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Stephon Tuitt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner, except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger goes underneath for Bell. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. Room here to run. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. He was trying to clear the way of the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. Over the middle, complete. It's Thomas. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Keenum now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Benson, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the lanes, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Here's Keenum to throw. He hits West underneath. And now the juke. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
White 80, Jack 16. Hurry up, let's go.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is not with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle. He can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Shaquille Barrett in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Staying on his feet. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now it's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. They worked very well there for a first down.
Here's Bell. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell. A 5-yard touchdown run. And if the Steelers can convert the extra point, they will have the lead. Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And coming out now, the Broncos. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
53.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Roethlisberger going to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now the toss to Bell running right. Oh, good move at the 10. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Steelers are